Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
We're back.
We are back.
We never went anywhere, but we're here once again.
We're here. Yes, we are. And I am so happy for us to be back, babe.
And as well.
Hey.
To God be the glory.
Yes, the marriage mechanics are back with you and at you again. And we are here just to share with you. Give out a happy Father's Day shout out.
This is our weekend kings.
Yes, the kings.
Hello, kings. We are here.
We are here to celebrate the kings of the house.
Let's put on
the kings of our families.
Our hats and our crowns.
Yes, sir.
And let's rulers rule.
That's right. That's right. Prophet, priest, and king.
Yeah, we can
those protectors and providers.
Let's get our day. Let's get our day.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
We thank you, Lord, for being able to do that.
Yes, I am so excited to be celebrating my king, but also just a big shout out and happy Father's Day to all of the kings, all of the fathers. If you are a father, and we'll even give a little shout out to the fathers to be that preparing and getting ready to nurture some young kings and queens coming along here.
Our fathers, our guys who stand in as fathers, our godfathers, our
bonus fathers, and also we want to give homage to our fathers who are no longer with us as well. But we just want to just come out and just share and just love on our men, our husbands, our uncles and brothers,
our
and dads, all of those men who are fathers who have nurtured or fathered in some way or another. Because some, and I'm going to say fathers, that's right, definitely our spiritual fathers. Yeah. Shout out to Ed Scarborough, Pastor Eddie
Yes, sir.
Eddie Scarborough. We give a shout out to you.
Love you, sir.
Blessings to you. And happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yep. And to many of our other.
To my natural brothers.
Yep.
Stanley Gordon.
Yeah.
Blessings to you, sir.
Shout out, Stan.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, we shout out. And all of our friends and even those, and I'm going to say this, and I know this might sound a little off, but some people may not have fathered children physically, but planted a seed to have children, but they have fathered, been stand-in fathers. They've been spiritual fathers that may not have had children. They've been godfathers who may not have had children, but you stepped in and you stood the gap and you pulled it in and used you to be that
conduit that was needed to be a father.
That's right, that male figure, that strong, solid support and protection and standard for an individual.
Right.
And we celebrate you as well. We know a lot of men that may not be fathers, but physically they've had their own natural children, but they do father and continue to pour into young people, adults, brothers, sisters, whatever, and be that big brother, father figure to those individuals. So shout out to you. But back to what I was saying, I wanted to celebrate my king, and this is my king, the prophet, priest, and king of our home, the father of our children, and I give him major props for being such an amazing man of God, just a protector, a provider. He had the standard has been set, the bar has been lifted. And there's nobody else like Charles Gordon in my book, and that's my book. I wrote that book myself. So there's nobody like him.
I don't like all this bragging about
whatever. This is your day. This is your season. This is your time. And you always don't want to be celebrated. Well, I won't say don't want to be celebrated. Don't want me to say what needs to be said about him. But I can say that I am truly a blessed woman, and that this man that is the father of my children is the best father that I know. And I'm grateful, and I don't take him for granted. I appreciate you, baby.
I know you do.
Yep, and I feel
the appreciation.
and I want you to know that we celebrate you, and We are always going to celebrate you. And just like I told you the other day, even when you're gone, we want to make sure that our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren, our great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren know about you and the legacy of love that you have within you, the standard in family, the standard in support and providing. He's a hard-working man. We may not have had everything that we wanted all the time, but he darn sure made sure we had everything that we needed. And you know what? He slipped in the majority of our wants too. And I celebrate him. If he had to work 3 and 4 jobs, I remember the season when he worked 3 jobs and was in the United States Naval Reserve. And he made sure that we had everything I need, because I was pregnant with his babies and I couldn't work. And he made sure that I had what I needed and our children had what they needed. So I take my hat off to you.
Oh, hat tipping.
I'm hat tipping, baby.
Tip.
Shaking my shimmy.
What?
Yeah, to you. Yeah. All of that.
Okay.
Yep. So honey, and being a father, taking on that role, what does it look like, and how did becoming a father feel to you, and what happened in your emotional psyche and your physical standards, and what happened when you found out that you were going to be a father?
Well, so many things went through my head, because being a father was something I've always wanted to be.
Right.
I've always wanted to be a father. Just looking at Andy Taylor on Andy Griffith's show.
There you go.
Brady Bunch, all that kind of good. Seeing, pictures of fathers. They didn't look like us, but I know that we had that.
Yes.
And
yes.
I couldn't wait to be that
Awesome.
father. So that was one of the things, I wanted to have a family.
Yeah.
And
families is so important.
I know before, we've always been friends since the 6th or 7th grade.
Right.
And I didn't know you were going to be my wife right at that time.
Look at God.
It was another young lady I had been.
Oh God, here you go.
Been with, and we were talking. I think I ran her off. I told her that I wanted 8 kids. She came from a large family of, I think it was 12.
I guess you thought it was natural for her to have 8.
Right, so I thought that would be a shortcut for you, just 8 instead of 12. But
she's like,
needless to say, that didn't happen. And we did the halfway out. So
yeah.
we did 4. So that, that was great.
4 that equals 8, because each child represents 2.
2. Oh, and some. But I know if you all are, my age or a little older, you remember the show 8 is Enough. I always wanted to have that 8 is Enough, that 8 is Enough family.
That television stuff, man, can mess you up.
TV head. But, I'm so thankful that the Lord saw fit that he allowed me, Charles, going to be a father of well, at the time children, but now adults as well,
yes.
And that they respect me as that still.
Yes.
And I was there to maintain what they saw growing up over the years, and
yes.
not to, disappoint them. And prayerfully, I haven't disappointed God, and what he entrusted me with.
That's right.
So I'm so grateful to the Lord, and to you for having our children for me to be called Dad.
That's right.
Dad's Day.
That's it. That's it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to carry and bear the seed. But we celebrate you, and I just thank God for you and for everything that you do, all the hats that you wear, all of the ways that you try to make sure it's taken care of so we would be comfortable. And you are the most amazing papo to our grandbabies.
Those are my babies. I love them all.
And we love it. We love it. When they see their papo, it's like their world has just changed. I mean, it's just brightened. They get excited about seeing Gigi, but Papa brings on a whole nother level of excitement.
I play with him a lot.
I think they just toss him up and tickle him up and pick him up and all of that stuff. I guess that's what it is.
Buy him up stuff, toys.
Always got to have some type of gadget or something for him. So,
always.
but we love that about being, not only a dad but a granddad as well, and it's a blessing. So when you think about your father, when you think about your dad, what is a memory that you have about your father?
I have a lot of good memories about my father, my dad, and our household was daddy. A lot. I look like my daddy.
Yeah, his twin.
Yeah. As the more I see him, like I tell somebody every time I go to the restroom, sometimes I gotta scare myself. I'm like, oh, what are you doing in here? Get back over there to Hillcrest Abbey. But I have a lot of great memories. I have, my dad has passed on his culinary skills upon me and my siblings as well. I can't just say it's just me, but all of us. That was something I thought I would never do. Saying, "Oh, I don't want to be that. I want to do that," and it's just there naturally, came naturally. So I'm so grateful for that. My dad's, I'm gonna say his wit, his style of I guess some people
his charisma.
People from Savannah would say his such a muchness. My dad was very suave to me, and little things he would say. He with some of the little sayings he would say. Well, that's become a must. If somebody would tell him, Mr. Gordon, how are you doing? He said, well, oh, I'm doing fine. He said, well, you take care of yourself. Here, you take care of yourself, Mr. Gordon. Oh, that's become a must.
He
little
had
things like that we would say. I would smoke a cigarette and shake his tea glass. Drink his Heineken here and there. Little things like that. Just, but he did, you kind of forget a lot of the things. But when you just have those moments when you're, by yourself and start having little flashbacks.
Reminiscing.
Yeah, my dad, he was, like I said, a great cook, but just the regular home like food. I shared with my brother that we were talking about different dishes that we were cooking. That was baked beans we were talking about. And I told Stanley, I said, I asked him how he prepared his, and he told me, I said, Daddy told me once before I ate his beans. I said, Dad, those beans were so good. Why were they so different? I said, what kind of baked beans were those? They're baked beans. I said, oh, you cooked them in the oven? He said, they're called baked beans. You bake them. You don't cook baked beans on top of the stove. You bake them. I said, wow. Excuse me. So that was something, enlightening to my brother. He said, wow, I didn't know that. That Daddy said. He said, that's right. That's what they are. They're baked beans. So,
So baked beans. So originally people will put baked beans on top of the stove and think that they're baked beans because they put a little sweetness in.
Those are porky beans.
They're not baked beans.
Well, you can buy baked beans in the can. But
you can
recook them,
but
keep
you gotta
them up on the stove.
Put them down in the oven and let them bake, literally bake. But you all right, baby? We celebrated Father's Day.
I'm all choked up about this moment. Oh my!
Oh, all right.
Nothing can be finer than Aquafina. Not in North Carolina.
Oh, boy.
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and a memory of my dad, I'm not going to go elaborate. Like my dad, my mom and my father, my mom and my dad were never married, but my dad was in my life the majority of my life. He passed away in 2003, and I was his only child. And then, but one of the things that I do remember about my father that really just, he was he did carpentry work. And he did stucco work and carving to make the the stucco looked like brick.
Did a great job at that.
You know, he was very excellent and refined in doing that type of work. That was one of the things that was very impressive. The little house that my mom and I did have, he carved the fireplace. Did stucco on the fireplace in the corner, and it was beautiful. I have a picture somewhere in some of our archived pictures of a picture of me, of my graduation picture, hanging up on that fireplace, and it was beautiful. But the other thing that really, blew me about my dad is that when he whistled, he knew how to whistle tunes. It was like you was listening to someone playing like a violin or something when he whistled, which was very, very impressive. And I really, that was something that I'll never ever forget, hearing him whistle out different songs and that how they really sounded like the song, and like you were listening to someone play a violin. That was just amazing to me. But that's one of the memories that I'll never forget about my father. But we just have to just continue to cherish the memories that we have of those that are gone on. Continue to give them homage, not let their legacy die or their name die. Our African American men, and I'm saying African American, I know that other colors and diversities may see this video, but this is specifically for our African American male men who are fathers and who are one day going to be fathers. Is that we really have, one of the things that we got a chance to see and look at, and this is a promotion for Oprah Winfrey's honoring our kings, and it was a tribute to Black fatherhood, and it actually will be airing again on OWN this Saturday at 8 o'clock.
I thought it was Sunday, Father's
Saturday.
Day. Actually, Father's Day.
I think it's Saturday. Check your local listings for on OWN for when the fatherhood is going to be airing.
It's an excellent show. Please,
it is very good, and one of the things that the young men that they spotlighted here from Atlanta.
No, he was from South Carolina.
This one, Skylar, from South Carolina. I think there's something happened in Atlanta where they promoted what he does in Atlanta too. But the name of his organization is called Sky High, something like that. Sky High, and his little daughter name is Skylar, and he literally has full custody of his daughter, and he's raising her. He raised her. He had her since she was a little one.
So you should can't go into detail on the story, but it will bring tears to your eyes.
But the thing about it is that he continuously says in his pitch is that he will he's continued to
embrace it, to push young men to have
an active role
as
and
being a father.
And he says to change the narrative.
Right. And
the narrative has always been that African American men do not own up to their responsibilities and take care of their children.
Right.
And they are changing the narratives. And this show has about a lot of different fathers who are raising their children. There's another father whose wife died at childbirth, and he's raising his two sons by himself. I'm not going to go into much more about the details of it, but you need to check your listing and check it and just take it. It gives you another a warm and fuzzy. Right. But it also gives you a whole nother view and scope of
what's really going on,
and that our men are still
not just
doing what they've been called to do.
Right.
To lead and guide their family.
You see the negative stereotype a lot.
Yeah.
But here's some good fresh news to hear about
positive,
what's really still going on.
It's positive, and it is very enlightening, and it is so impactful. So please, if you get an opportunity, take the time to look at it. And we celebrate Oprah for really putting it out there.
Always, go back and
rewind, pull it back up after Father's Day.
Because it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
It's something you should see time and time again.
Yeah.
It should be something for the years to come.
Yeah. Yeah, but with that being said, we are excited. We just want to continue to celebrate our fathers, even after Father's Day is over with. For our young people. Take the time to spend time with your father, learn from them, get knowledge, wisdom, get poured into, and just really just receive from them, because they're not here with us always. We just shared that ours are gone, and one day your Father will no longer be with you. So take the time to really get to learn and embrace all of the knowledge and the wisdom and the love that they have to pour them. Right. And also remember that men can't tell their sons and other men that they love them, and not mean anything except true, sincere love from brother to brother.
That. Right. Let's get with that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time out for all that old stuff, So.
Yeah, that men don't cry, men don't do this. And I'm excited. I have a praying husband. I have a husband that cries. I have a husband that tells me and all of our children that he loves them.
I even brush my teeth on Thursdays. You
brush your teeth every day, bro.
I mean, let's put that out there.
You're mad.
Thursdays are special.
Y'all, he has not changed one bit. Still the same.
No. Thursdays are special.
Why is it so special?
Because I brush my teeth.
And why? Why you don't brush them any other day?
I didn't say that I didn't do that.
Okay,
I
you know what?
That was a spotlight.
Kings, happy Father's Day. Blessings to you.
She got close up. Hey. Nah. Crest.
Stop it.
Oh, okay.
Behave.
Happy Father's Day, Kings, brothers. Love
and
you guys.
Always remember to live,
love,
laugh,
learn,
and last. Blessings to you. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Bye-bye.
Forever and ever. And ever and ever. Father's Day. My brother.